Well, we saw a gorgeous day with plenty of sunshine, a little bit more cloud cover earlier this morning and into this afternoon, but as we're rolling into this evening, a lot of that started to burn off. Got up into the 80s today for a beautiful first Saturday of the month. Seeing this sunset now, but still holding on to a lot of those 80s around the Concho Valley. As we're looking at the past 24 hours, you can see got down into those 40s last night, but then we started warming up nicely. Got that sunshine going today, got us up nicely into the 80s. And as we're talking about those warm temperatures, I'm going to take a look back at February. Very warm overall. As we're taking a look at this calendar view, you can see 23 days above average, only 6 of them below that average mark. Our average mark was around that 64 degree mark, so we were just above average for part of it, but overall came in about 5 degrees above average for the entire month. As we're looking at those current temperatures, like we're saying, pretty warm out there, 81 degrees here in San Angelo as well as Sonora. Junction coming in at 85 degrees as well as Ozona at a cool 77, and as we get a good look at the entire region, we're seeing those 70s and 80s across the entire region. 79 there in Wall, 78 in El Dorado versus that 82 in London, then 82 as well in Ballinger. So a fair spread of these temperatures, and as we're looking at these dew points, pretty much the same story. A good spread, about 37 degrees there in Junction versus that 31 up for Sterling City. So about a 6 to 7 degree spread of those dew points. Not quite enough to get that rain going, but we're going to be seeing that increase going into this week. As we're looking at the moisture tracker going into this week, you're going to see a little bit of a surge going there into Tuesday, but by Tuesday we see a weak cold front coming through, starts to push out a little bit of that moisture going back into Wednesday and Thursday. See a strong resurgence of that moisture from the Gulf, and that's what's going to be really aiding those rain chances going into the Wednesday into Thursday time frame. As we look at this on the upper level pattern, you can see by the Tuesday time frame we're seeing fairly zonal flow, but as we're watching the system off the west coast, by Wednesday we're starting to see it move into our region, feeding off enough energy and seeing enough of this diffluence aloft that we could see those rain chances coming in and into Thursday as well. That's where we're going to expect the best rain chances coming for the Concho Valley. As we're looking at the current satellite and radar though, you can see fairly quiet conditions across the central United States. The main story is going to be off to the west and there in Wyoming and Idaho, where they're seeing plenty of snow and cloud cover, and that's the system we're going to be on the watch for coming into Texas into next week. But as we're looking currently, just a little bit of cloud cover. There's your subtropical jet, bringing in some moisture and high-level clouds into southern Texas, and just a little bit there in northern Texas as well, but unfortunately no precipitation for right now. As we're timing this out into the futurecast though, looking at this into Sunday, seeing those mostly sunny skies tomorrow afternoon. By Monday we start to see a slight chance of a little bit of showers working in. I'm going to call it about 10 to 20% for that Monday time frame. Not a ton of confidence with that system, but as we're looking into the middle of the week, Tuesday those mostly sunny skies take back over. By Wednesday we're looking at that moisture and those upper level dynamics coming into play, more of that cloud cover working in, as well as that moisture and then into the rain coming into Wednesday night, and then especially into Thursday as well. Accumulation totals overall are going to be fairly low, but still we're going to take any rain we can get. For now though, as we're going into tonight, cooling off nicely, getting to about 54 degrees, so warmer than last night, and then tomorrow is going to be pretty similar to today, filtering between those partly cloudy and mostly sunny skies. About 85, 86 degrees is what I'm going to call it for here in San Angelo, and that's going to be the story for tomorrow, but then we do start that cooling trend, as well as start to see some rain chances working in. 85 for tomorrow, before we see those 81 degrees is taking over for the next couple of days. The 70s pushing in by Wednesday, but then as we're rolling into the late week, that's where we see that rain chances coming in for Wednesday and Thursday, and before we see the 60s coming in for the weekend. That's going to be all for your 7-day forecast, but now we'll head on back to Maya.
Thank you, Stephen.